Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough video. Today I am playing Frostgrave solo. I am playing a custom scenario that I've created called Red Snow. It involves a vampire, not just any vampire, a modified, more powerful version of the vampire that comes in the core rulebook. If this sounds of interest to you, you can get a copy of this scenario for free. All you have to do is sign up for my free newsletter, which comes out every Monday. The link to sign up for that is in the video description below. And this one should be coming out in issue number 54. The link for it should be in issue number 54. Before we get started, I need to do some business. I need to roll to see if my mortal enemy comes. Now, the mortal enemy book is releasing this month, April, depending on when you're watching this video. It's releasing in April 2024. I got an advanced copy of it, and I created my mortal enemy. And for the last 3 or 4 episodes, I have successfully avoided dealing with him. I don't want to deal with him this game because this is a hard scenario. I think this is going to be a hard scenario. But he's currently at number 15. So if I roll a 15 or higher, he's going to show up. I rolled a natural 1. That is fate on my side because I really didn't want... Now, what I do need to do is lower this to a 14 because each time you roll, you lower it for the next game. So eventually, I'm going to have to face this guy. So won't be facing him this turn. So let me tell you the setup here. The vampire's name is Nebris von Truken. Your warband has discovered a bit of a history note about him. He had a magical staff called the Lupin Staff, which allowed him to control wolves. And apparently he was buried with it. You have discovered the location of his crypt, which is in this cemetery here inside the Frozen City. And unfortunately, when you arrive, Nebris is not buried. He is a vampire, and he is waiting for you. He is at the top up here. He cannot be targeted except within 12 inches. Any ranged attacks or spell attacks beyond that, he just turns to mist. Let's see, what else? He can summon ghouls, and he can summon wolves. At the start, there are 4 wolves, 1 at each corner, and there are 3 ghouls up near his crypt, and he will always summon a replacement ghoul. If one dies, he can summon 1 per round, up to a maximum of 3 per player. So if you want to play this multiplayer, which is a friendly game, do 3 ghouls per player and 4 starting wolves. Let's see, what else? My warband will be starting on this side. Now, Nebris, he can turn to mist. Even when he's being attacked ranged or non-range or melee within 12 inches, there is still a chance he can turn to mist. So when he's attacked, you roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, he turns to mist, and he immediately moves a double move away to the nearest cover. On the even creature phases, he will summon a wolf. Now, I will say this should be a maximum of like 5 or 6 wolves on the table. Otherwise, you're going to get just slammed with wolves. So I will modify the, I'm going to have to, I remember that I said there should be a limit. I'm going to limit it to 5 wolves on the table at once. And he can summon a wolf on the even creature phases. He's immune to all non-magical weapons, except for stakes, wood stakes, and arrows. Arrows will also, because they're like stakes. To construct a stake, a soldier must spend a non-move action to find a piece of wood. That's one action. And then on their next turn, they have to spend another non-move action to chisel it or carve it into a stake. Treat the stake as a dagger for purposes of attacking the enemy. Finally, to destroy him. If he is reduced to health 0, he flees back into his crypt. You have 3 rounds after that happens. 1 or more warband members have to get to the crypt. 1 must spend a non-move action to throw a torch in. Another must spend a non-move action, or the same one on the next turn must spend a non-move action to seal the door, and that ends the vampire risk. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I didn't have to see my nemesis this turn, but let me go ahead and get the stat blocks for the wolf, because I know I'm going to be going up against them. The wolf is a move 6, fight +1, shoot +0. I don't even know why we worry about that. Armor 10 and health 6. Will +0. All right. The ghouls, which are undead, let me find them. The ghouls are move 6, fight +2, shoot +0, armor 10, and health 10. They're like a thug. Okay. All right. They're undead, so they cannot be wounded. So if they get below 4 health, they still get 2 actions. All right. My turn. Now, my party has arrived, and they can some of them can see him way up there. Now, to test this theory, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a group action with my wizard first. He is going to cast... he's going to cast Enchant Weapon. He needs an 8. I rolled a 4. I'm gonna call that a fail. And then he will. They will do their move action. So these two will move. Actually, I only have one move. One's going to move up, not too far. He's going to move up. This one's going to move up. And this one will not move, but will fire at this wolf. He's an archer. He's +2 to shoot. The wolf is +1 to fight. I roll blue. Enemy is green. +2 versus +1. I rolled a 10 to his 1. 12 versus armor of 10 is 2. So he's got 4 health left. Let me mark that with a die. I know I have some somewhere. What did you do with them? Sorry about that. He's got 4 left. And that is the end of the wizard's turn. The apprentice is going to do the exact same thing. He will try to cast Enchant Weapon. He needs a 10. I rolled a 4. So he failed by 6. 6, yes. So he takes a point of damage. He's down to 16. My wizard failed by 4, so he takes no damage on that. So a fail and a fail. This guy will move up. Apprentice will move up. Archer will move up. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I meant to have this archer fire, but he can't. He cannot see the vampire. This one, however, can see the vampire, and he's going to shoot, and this will trigger the knowledge that he turns to mist. All right, so he's a +2, and the vampire is +4. So... 21. His 21 to my 17. So what I'll say is the arrow goes flying towards him, and even though it doesn't hit him, he sees him turn to mist and shift slightly to the left. So he can't be hit. The distance is too great. He has time to change to mist. All right, and then this one is going to shoot at this wolf. +2 versus +1. I got a 9 to his 16, so the wolf dodges it. And that is the end of the apprentice phase. It is now the enemy phase. Now the enemy moves, the wolves move 6, so they will move, double move, 9. So he moves to right there. This one moves 9, right there. By the way, the wolves and the ghouls are all controlled by the vampire, which knows, so they will always move to the nearest enemy. 9. And so even line of sight doesn't matter. They know where we are. 9. Okay. The ghouls also move 6, so they will move 9. So that is 3, and then 6, and then this would move. I'll just put them roughly in the same. So 3. They're just all moving down there. All right, they double moved. The ghouls are coming. And it is now my soldier phase. So, I upgraded all of my thugs to men-at-arms. So I have no more thugs on the map. The men-at-arms will move here. This one can get here. He will attack. He's +3 fight versus +1. I rolled a 13 to its 7. So 16 minus 10 is 6 damage. So I do manage to kill a wolf. And remember, we're on turn 1, and it's only that the creature phases for turn 2 that he can summon another wolf. All right. That is the end of the soldier phase. All my soldiers... Did all of them? Yeah, he moved. He moved. That is the end. So now we are at turn number 2. I'll just put a die over here to indicate. Turn number 2. Wizard. The wizard will cast Enchant Weapon on the man-at-arms. He needs to roll an 8 or higher. I rolled a 6. I will call that a success and take 2 points of damage. So I'm down to 17, but it was a success. And my blue man-at-arms is now +5 fight. Nice. Is that right? No, +4. Excuse me. +4. Okay. Perfect. Hand weapon, shield, light armor. How did he get to be +4? That doesn't make sense to me. They're normally, men-at-arms are +2, I thought. Or are they +3? Let me double check that before I keep going. I may have made a mistake on my sheet. Men-at-arms is +3. Okay, so yeah. So they are +2. So why is he plus... Oh, he had the +1. No, he's +3. I made a mistake there. That's right. So he's +4. Everybody else is +3. All right. So he cast it, and let's go ahead and move. He will move 6, or he's just. I want the wizard to stay close, so he's just going to move up. The wizard will move up. This guy will move over. Can he see? He can see the. He can see the vampire, but it doesn't matter because he knows that the vampire can turn to mist, so he will not shoot. That is the end of the wizard phase. The apprentice. The apprentice will cast Enchant Weapon as well on this man-at-arms. He needs a 10. I rolled a 3, so he failed by 7, so he takes a point of damage and got a failure. And they will move. He will move here, there, and there. He, knowing he can't shoot at that, he can see one of the ghouls, so he will shoot at a ghoul. Ghouls are +2, and he's +2 to shoot. An 18 to his nat 20. He automatically dodges it. All right, that's not good. It is now the enemy phase. This wolf will engage. The closest one was the man-at-arms, but he gets a +2 with the ally. So he is white is +3. So he's got +5 versus +1. I rolled an 11 to his 4. 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 minus an armor of 10 is 6 damage with 6 health. And that is another wolf dead. I'm going to just put wolf killed. Keep track of it. 1, 2. All right. That was the soldier, no, the enemy phase. So the wolf moved and fought him. This one will move 9 towards the closest, which is right there. Right there. This one, the closest one is over here, so he will move 9 here. And the ghouls will move right up the middle to right there. I'll just line them up the same way they are. There we go. And that is the enemy phase. Soldier phase. All I've got is this soldier and this soldier. So I need to send them into the fray. So he will move 9, which puts him right there. This one did not move this turn. This one didn't move. That one didn't move. So let's go ahead and get them into the fight. So this one will move 3 and then 6, which will put him right about there. This one will move 9, which gets him right up. I'm not going to move him a full 9. I'm going to move him. Do I move him 6? Move him 6. And he can see the wolf, so he will take a shot. The wolf gets +1 because he moved. So it's +2 versus +2. A 15 to 17, so he dodges it. This one right here will move to right here. And I can see that wolf. So again, +2, +2. A 9 to his 2. 9 + 2 is 11, so 1 point of damage. So he's got just 1 measly point of damage on him. Let me get a die here. Track that. So he's down to 5 health. And moved, and moved. All done. That is the end of the soldier phase. However, it is round 2, and I forgot that at the end of each round, at the end of the even rounds, he can summon a wolf to a random corner. So a random wolf will go. Let's do this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll re-roll 5s and 6s. 3, 1, 2, 3, way up here. Excellent. All right. Okay, so we are now to round 3. Soldier phase. Oh man, I got a whole bunch of zombies here. All right, let's group activate. So he will move. This one will move, and this one will move. And then my wizard is going to try to cast Grenade. I need a 10 to successfully cast it. I got an 18, so that's a success. And then it is I think it's a 1 point, Grenade is Enchanter. So under Grenade, I get to make a +3 shooting attack against every figure and then one within 1.5. So they're all going to get hit. We'll do the farthest one, nearest, middle, and then closest. So +3 versus the ghouls, +2 fight. 6 versus 2. 6 + 3 is 9. That's not enough to get through its armor, but it was a hit. This one, +3 versus +2. 12 + 3 is 15. 15 minus 10 is 5. So his health is down to 5. And then the nearest one, 2 versus 13, he dodges it. All right, no damage except for on the 1. Okay, my archer will shoot at the one that is injured. He gets a +1 because my archer moves, so he's +3 versus +2. I got a 9 versus 6. So 6 + 3 is 9. 9 + 2 is 11. 11 versus 10 is 1 point of damage, so he's down to 4. My thug moved, and my thug is going to stay put and do guard duty. And that is all I can do for my wizard phase. He moved and cast a spell. Yeah. All right. So now it is the apprentice. The apprentice is going to do the same thing. He's going to move so he can see them. These guys are going to move. And he can move this turn because he was within 3. So I'll put him right here so that will engage him. All right, so I've got 1 bowman who can fire at the injured. So he moves, so it's again +3 for the enemy, +2 for me. I got an 8 to its 13, and it dodges that. That is the end. Oh, did I cast a spell? I didn't. I didn't do Grenade yet. The apprentice is going to cast Grenade. He needs a 12. I rolled a 5. I take a point of damage. I am not going to take 7 to cast that, so he failed that spell. And now it is the enemy's turn. This enemy will move and engage. So let's do that. That is a +3 versus a +1. I got a 5 to its 2, which is enough for me to win, so I will push it back an inch, which will allow this soldier to fire on his turn. This one will move and engage, and he'll engage the thug, or the man-at-arms, which is closest, but he gets the +2 modifier, so he's +5 versus +1. I got a nat 20, more than enough to kill that wolf. And The ghouls. Oh yeah, let's get this guy moved up. He moves up 9. And then the ghouls. All right. This ghoul the closest one is here. He will move up. This ghoul will move up here, and this ghoul will move to there. So I've got 3 engagements here. All right. So my man-at-arms is +3 versus the ghouls +1. I got a 15 to its 9. 15 plus 3 is 18. 18 minus 10 is 8 damage. That ghoul is destroyed. So ghouls. Oh, and let me go ahead and tell you. Okay, so the other rule was when you destroy a ghoul. Hold on. All right. For each ghoul destroyed, roll a d20. On a 15 or higher, you spot an item of interest. Place a treasure token 12 inches in a random direction from the point of the destroyed ghoul. 15 or higher, I rolled a nat 20. All right, so what I'll do is from that point, 12 inches in a random direction, it's going to go this direction. That's the way it's pointing. 12 inches. Just to make it interesting, I'll put it right over here. There is a treasure token here on my side, which is not bad. All right. That is one ghoul destroyed. And remember, he can summon another ghoul. If a ghoul is destroyed, he will summon a new one at the end of the creature phase. So we're in the creature phase right now, so he'll summon another ghoul up there. This man-at-arms will attack. He's +3 versus +2. I rolled a 10 to his 5. 10 plus 3 is 13. 3 points of damage. His health is 6, so he's down to 3 health. And since I won, I will shove him back an inch. And then my poor archer here is only +1 fight versus the +2. And I rolled a 3 versus his 6. 9 does not get through my armor, or armor of 11, so he will stay engaged. And remember, the vampire just is watching all this and summoning. So it's the end of the creature phase. He will summon another ghoul up here because I destroyed one. Remember, he can have up to 3, and there can be up to 5 wolves. We are now to soldier phase. Let's see, this soldier, or actually I'm going to have this guy shoot first. He will do a +2 versus +1. I got a 15, which is 17. His 16 plus 1 is 17, so I tied, which goes to the wolf. So he will step up and engage. He's +3 versus +1. I got a 9 to his 1. 9 plus 3 is 12. 2 damage, so he was at 5, so now he's down to 3. And I'm going to shove him back again. And that's that one soldier. This soldier shot. So this soldier will move here and try to shoot at this one who got shoved back. He gets a +1 because he moved. So he is +3 versus my +2. I rolled a 13 to his 11. I win, I think. 11 plus 3 is 14. 13 plus 2 is 15. I do win. 15 minus his armor of 10 is 5. That's enough to kill the ghoul. And he is taken out. Now, he won't be replaced until the end of the next creature phase. Because the werewolf can only, or the vampire can only summon 1 per round. And so he's done. They all moved. That's it. That's all I can do. That is the end of the round. We go to round number 4. It is the wizard's phase. The wizard cannot see that ghoul. He can see this one. If he casts push, I could push him back. Push is a sigilist spell. Push. Target suffers an immediate +10 attack. All right, so I need to roll an 8. He's going to try to cast push on that ghoul. I need an 8. I got a 14, so I cast it. But it's a +10 attack versus his +2. I rolled a natural 1, so I only get 11 to his 18. So he does not even get shoved, but it was a success. Successful spell, just didn't push him. All right, and then finally, my man-at-arms will step in to assist the archer. He's +5 versus +2. I got an 11 to his 7. 16 minus 10 is 6, and the ghouls 16 have 10. Oh, I think I was doing that wrong. No, I didn't. He has 4 health left. I think I was doing it as 4 damage, 6 health on the ghouls, but I'll have to go back and review that. All right, so he's partially damaged, which means the archer can now try to fight. He is +3 versus +2. And an 11 to his 8, I win. 11 plus 3 is 14. 14 minus 10 is 4, and that's enough to kill the last ghoul. All right, that's done. That is the soldier phase. Now it is, I'm sorry, that was wizard phase. They all went. Now it's the apprentice phase. The apprentice, by the way, 12 inches, just so you know, I want to measure this for you. 12 inches is as the crow flies. If I put this out, it's right at the front here. That's where I. So as long as they're standing on this or closer, they can engage the vampire. All right. What is it to say? It's the apprentice phase. Okay, the apprentice phase. Got to keep moving forward. Got to kill that vampire. Let's move these 3 closer. So he'll move 6. This guy will move there, there, and there. I do see the ghoul, and I've got 2 shots on the ghoul. But before I do that, I'm going to cast Enchant Weapon on... I'm going to cast Enchant Weapon on green, because I need him to have a magical weapon. 10 or higher. I rolled a 2. He misses by 8. He takes another point of damage. So he failed. Archer 1 will shoot at that ghoul. It's +2 versus +2. Yeah, +2 versus +2. I rolled a 6 to his 11, so he dodges. It was actually +3, excuse me. He dodged anyway. This guy is +2 because he moved, and that guy's +3 because the archer moved. +2 versus +3. I rolled a nat 20, and that ghoul is out. So I've killed 3 ghouls. Nice. 4 ghouls? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ghouls. So the apprentice, everybody moved, 2-shot. He's going to stay put because he doesn't have a stake or a magic weapon yet. And that is it for the apprentice phase. So, enemy, this one will move up to engage, creature phase. +2 versus my +3. A 9 to his 14. He hits. 14 plus 2 is 16. 16 minus his armor of 12 is 4 points. Yellow takes 4 points. He's down to 8. And he's okay. All right. End of the creature. Oh, yeah, this wolf. Sorry. This wolf will move 9. Okay. End of the creature phase, which means it's round 4. So he rolls on even. He summons a wolf. All right. So let's go ahead and summon the wolf. Okay. What was it? I'm doing the random corner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reroll 5s and 6s. 6. Reroll 2 down there. All right. A wolf comes all the way down here. All right. And it's also the end of the creature phase, so he gets to summon a ghoul automatically. And that is the creature phase, right? He moved. He got done. Okay. So it is now the soldier phase. Soldier phase. He will attack again. +2 to +1. 5 to his 12. 13 versus my armor of 12. 1 point of damage. He's down to 7. The archer cannot. He will hit him. So instead, I can't shoot through them. So he will move here and stay put. All right, that's it for the soldier phase. Well, he didn't move. Let's move him. He needs to stay. He needs to watch these wolves. So I'm going to have him move his full 9 up to here. He'll draw that ghoul and maybe that wolf. All right, that is the end of that. We go to round 5. My wizard phase. The wizard will... Man, it's getting tight here. The wizard will move here. And he'll tell them to move up their full. And to shoot at the ghoul. So the ghoul is +2, but he gets +1 because I moved. So it's +3 versus my +2. I rolled a 5, it's 3. My 5 + 3 is 8. Doesn't get through its armor. So that was not good. The wizard will cast... Do I cast Grenade? I could cast Grenade. Grenade has a range. Let's see. Grenade is 14 inches. I don't believe so. Oh, it is within 14. Let's do it. Grenade is 10. I rolled a natural 1, so I lose a point of health. Failure, and health is down to 16. Okay. All right, so he failed, and that is it for the wizard phase. Let me see. I've got to get the apprentice going. All right, the apprentice, who's right here, he will move up. He'll tell these two to move up. And they will each get a shot, but because they moved, the ghoul is +3 to fight. +3 versus my +2 on the first shot. 11 versus 9. I still win, right? 9 + 3 is 12. 11 + 2 is 13. 13 minus 10 is 3. He's down to 7. 6, 7. I'll just put that he took 3 damage. How about that? And then the second one, the same thing. +3 versus my +2. Oh, I got a 19 that time versus his 10. 19 + 2 is 21. 21 minus 10 is 11, so that's definitely enough to kill the ghoul. That's another ghoul dead. All right, and then the apprentice will cast a spell. I will cast Enchant Weapon. I need a 12. Got a 3. Come on. He failed, and I'm down to 12 health. All right. The vampire sees me at this point, but I haven't crossed that threshold on his tomb yet. So once I do, he's going to come down and start attacking. I think I'm going to make that on the next round. All right, the enemy phase. This one will attack. +1 versus my +3. I got an 18 to its 14. 18 + 3 is 21, which is more than enough to kill this poor wolf. And this one will move up 9, which... he will engage. So it's +1 versus my +3. I got a 10 to its 12. 13 versus 13 is a tie, so we stay engaged. That one over there will move 9. The closest one is here. He can move through this building, so he'll move 6 and then 3. End of the round, it is odd, so a ghoul is summoned here, and that is the end of the creature phase. It is now the soldier phase. This one will attack, +3 versus its +1. 13 plus 3 is 16. 16 minus 10 is 6. That's enough to kill another wolf. The wolves are just sort of annoying, but they're still holding me up. So he fought... And now I'll have him move. He can move 6. I need to move him. He's got to come up here and help. And then this guy will move 9. He's getting up here with the wizard. All right. It is now his turn. He could engage with that wolf. But you know what? I'd rather have that wolf come to me than waste a... Well, If I move, I might get a bow attack. Let's see what happens. All right, so that is the end of the soldier phase. It is now round 6, so he can summon another wolf this turn and another ghoul. Round 6. All right, wizard. Let's do this. All right, the wizard. Oh, the wizard's way back here. He can engage. The only ones that are close enough to group activate are these. So I will tell him to move forward all the way. I'll tell him to move here and to shoot at that ghoul. The ghoul is +3 to my +2. I got a 10 to 6. I win. 10 + 2 is 12. 12 minus 10 is 2 points of damage. So he took 2 points of damage. And that's it for, oh yeah, I can cast a spell. Let's cast, I can cast Glow on the vampire now because I am within range, I believe. Glow, Illusionist. Glow is, line of sight. So definitely I can see him. Let's do Glow. I need to roll a 9. I got a 19. So right now, that wizard is glowing, but let's see, does he get a way to fight it? A brightly glow, all shooting attacks are at +3, multiple castings of glow have no effect. All right, so he's glowing, but I still have to get within 12 inches to shoot him because outside that range, he can change to mist. He can still change to mist if I do an attack on him, he gets a chance to change to mist. All right, so wizard is done. Wizard cast a successful spell. Here we go. The apprentice. The apprentice will tell the 2 archers to move up. They are now within 12 range. He'll move up as well. He's also going to tell him to move 6 and 3, so he moves up. And now I will tell my archers. This could be good. Tell my archers to shoot. Now, the vampire is +4 to fight, but because my archers moved, he is now +5, and my archers are just normal +2. So it's +5 versus +2. If I hit, he still gets to roll to see if he turns to mist. +5 versus my +2. I got a 12 to his 18, so he dodges it. Easy. Second one shoots, same thing. +5 versus my +2. I rolled a natural 2 to his 10, so he dodges. All right. Unfortunately for me, and I still got a spell. The wizard, the apprentice could cast Grenade. I could. Let's try it. It's a magical spell. That's the only one I got. Is he within 14? Oops. He's within range. So Grenade, I need to roll a 12. I rolled a 1. He missed by 11, which is 2 points of damage. He's down to 10 health. That's another failure. My apprentice has not cast a single successful spell this turn. And now, unfortunately, it is the vampire's phase. All right, the vampire. When I move within 12 inches, if any member moves within 12, the vampire jumps down, no damage, and will move to attack the nearest warband. So he will jump down. He can move, what was his move? 7. So 7 plus 3.5 is 10.5, which is more than enough to get to the archer or this guy, but he's going to move to the closest. So he jumps down, and he will attack my man-at-arms, who is +3, and he is now +4. +3 versus +4. I got a 6 to his 3. My 6 plus 3 is 9. And 9 does not get past his armor of 12. But since I did win, I can shove him back. And that is his turn. The wolf will move to engage here. That is a +1 versus my +3 man-at-arms. 14 to his 3. 14 plus 3 is 17. 17 minus 10 is 7, so that wolf is dead. And he can move. Let's have him move. 6. He'll just move right up here. We're getting this vampire. All right. Oh, the ghoul. The ghoul will move and attack the nearest one. I shoved him back. So he is +2 to my +3. I got an 18. 18 plus 3 is 21. That is more than enough to kill the dead ghoul. And it is now an even round, so we place another ghoul. He summons another one, and a wolf goes to which edge? Down here. All right. Okay. By the way, all these ghouls, I have been totally forgetting to roll for a treasure, but you know what? At this point, I just want to survive and get off this map. I cannot believe I haven't lost anybody yet to a wolf or to a ghoul. All right, that is the end of that soldier phase. All right, so he moved. So this is the only soldier. No, he couldn't move. That was the end of it. So it's a soldier phase. So now he'll move, and he'll move up to here to help his teammate. He can't move any further. Soldier phase. So they all moved. These guys did not do anything yet. They did not shoot. They did not activate during the... Did they? I think they did. No, because the wizard... I can't remember. Did they activate? I don't think they did. These guys haven't moved in a long time. So, I tell you what I'll do. They're within 12. I'm going to have them shoot at the vampire. The first one there, I'll have him move up. I'll have him move up, and I'll have him. All right, so the vampire is going to get +5 fight. I shouldn't have made this staircase so steep. +5 fight versus my +2 shoots. Shot number 1. 12 versus 4. 12 plus 2 is 14. That does hit. However, he will turn to mist on an 11 or higher. 5. He doesn't. All right, so he takes, what did I say? I rolled +2. I think I said he rolled a 14. Yes, so he takes 2 points of damage. He is down to 16 health. So he takes just 2 points of damage. And the other one will shoot. +5 versus +2. I rolled a 16 to his 5. Does he change to mist? 16 versus armor 12 is 4 more points if he doesn't change. 18, he changes to mist, so that damage does not go through. He will flee up to a double move, which is 10.5 inches to cover. So, thinking like a vampire, I want to move away and into cover. 10.5 would put me way over here behind this column, but it could also put me back here, or it could put me up there. But I'm still within targeting range, but it says to cover. I did say he would move to cover. Let's have him move. He's going to move over here into cover and regroup and try to summon. He'll try to summon some more monsters. All right. So the wizard, his 2 moves. He didn't move, so he'll cast a spell. I'm going to have him cast grenade on the ghoul. He needs a 10. I rolled a 14. It is a +3 attack, so +3 versus +2. 14 plus 3 versus his 5. 4 to 17. 17 minus 10 is 7 damage. He has 3 health left. He has 3 health left. All right. That was the wizard phase. Apprentice. The apprentice is right here. He will cast Enchant Weapon, which is a 10. 13, he does. I will cast that on one of my archers. I'll cast it on light purple. So he is now +3 to shoot. And that was finally a success. And I'll have my 2 archers shoot at the guy. So it's +2 versus... the first one will be +2 versus +2. 18 versus 14. 18 plus 2 is 20. That's more than enough to kill the old ghoul. And the other one, I'm going to have him go higher. He will move up, climb for 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to have him move right there and guard this point. All right. So that is it for the apprentice phase. And now it is the enemy phase. This one will move 9. So 6 and 3 gets him right about there. It's odd. It's an odd phase. Sorry, I should have increased that. So no wolf, but he did summon another one at the end of the. Actually, he's got to move before I do that. So hold on, let me do that. So before he summons, because it's at the end of the creature phase. So he's back here. He's going to try to stay in cover and come around. There's a guy over here he's going to come at. So he can move 7, which gets him more than enough in cover. And he sees this lone soldier here all by himself, not doing anything. So he's coming after him. All right, that's the end of the creature phase. So now we summon him there, and it is now the soldier phase. These 2 soldiers did not activate. Yeah, they did. I had them shoot, and then I had them shoot. So he did. But this soldier didn't. I'm going to have this soldier move here, guarding that direction. And I'm going to have this soldier seize him. So I'm going to have him say, he's over here, and he's going to try to run 6 and 3 to bolster his ally right here. So they're right there. And that is it for the soldier phase. All right, now we are to turn number 3. Or 8, excuse me. 5 plus 3, 8. Oh, man. All right. Soldier phase. All right, so now it's the wizard phase. All right, the wizard. We know the werewolves, the vampire's over here. So the wizard will move into the center. He's going to ask his archer to move here. He's going to ask this archer to move up here. And he's going to group activate this soldier to just move a little to the right to give the archer a clearance. And then he will cast. I know he's behind that point, and the grenade says I can cast to a point. Takes an object, imbues it, and throws it at a target. It says line of sight, so he's not line of sight, so I can't do it. Never mind. But I can throw it at the stupid ghoul up there, which keeps coming. Grenade is a 10. I rolled an 11, so I successfully. It's a +3 versus +2. 6 and 6. 9 is not enough to hurt it, but it was a successful cast. And that is all my wizard can do. The apprentice will tell his 2 archers to fire at the ghoul. One's +2 versus +2. 13 is 15. 16 beats it. The other one is a +3 shoot. 13 versus 7. 16 minus 10 is 6 damage, so he has 4 health left. And the apprentice will cast. Did I cast grenade? I did not. Let's cast grenade. 12. I rolled a 12, and it is a +3 versus +2. 19 versus its 12. That is enough to kill it. These ghouls are dropping like flies, man. All right. Makes sense. There'd be a lot of ghouls in a cemetery. Let's see. It is now the. Oh yeah, that was successful as well. It is now the vampire. The vampire is trying to get closer without. So he will move into cover. 7.5 would get him right over here. It's right there. Okay. 7. He could also move another 3. Sorry. He's coming around. He's trying to flank us. All right. He's back, not in mist form anymore, which is good. All right. That is the end of the... wolf, sorry. 9. Puts him right there. And then, because it's the even, we roll for a wolf. Where does it appear? 3. 1, 2, 3. Up there. And another ghoul appears. Ghouls are just flooding out of there. All right, now it is soldier phase. They all moved. They did. These guys. This guy will move up and attack. He's +3 versus +2. 3 versus 12. It's 12. 14 minus 12 is 2 points of damage on green. Green man-at-arms. He's down to 10 health. This one right here will run up and attack as well. He's going to get right next to him. And he is now +5 versus +2. 7 and 7, but my 12 is enough to do 2 points of damage on it and to shove him back an inch. And soldiers, they went. That's it. That's all my soldiers. All right. So it is now the end of the turn. That was turn number 8. Now it's turn number 9. Okay, turn number 9. This my wizard will move here. He sees the vampire, so he will take a moment and he will attack it with. Grenade. So I need a 10. I got an 18. So it is a +3 attack versus +4. And it rolled a 17 to my 12. So he dodges the grenade. But it was a success. But because I see him, I'm able to instruct my men-at-arms to run over here. Because I group activated. So he moved. He cast. Well, everybody's supposed to move, then he casts. All right, so they all move. And I guess I'll have him move too. He could move up high, yeah. And he will shoot at that vampire. And because that vampire is glowing, he is +3. So I'm at +5 versus his +4. 3 versus 5, which misses. And that's not good. All right. So, and he got the +1, by the way, because I moved, so he should have even had a +1 modifier. All right, that is it for my. That's it for my wizard phase.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame Newsletter. Each week, the tabletop engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.
The apprentice knows the vampire's back here, so he will move through that to here. He will cast grenade. So it's his grenade is 12 to cast. Roll to 12. So it is a +3 versus the vampire's +4. A natural 1 misses, so the grenade success, but it failed. And I'm going to leave those two guys. Actually, no. I'm going to have him move here and shoot at the ghoul. So dark purple is still +2 to shoot. +2 versus +2. I rolled a 4 to his 3. It doesn't get past his armor. So he misses. And I guess I could have him move here. And he'll do the same thing. Oh, wait. Yeah. +2 to +2. 11 to 13, he misses. Okay, I'm doing what I didn't want to do, which was divide I'm getting them all scattered. I need them together. All right, enemy phase. First thing is the wolf. The wolf will attack my man-at-arms. +1 versus +4. That's my blue one, so he got a weapon bonus. +2 versus +4. I rolled a 13 to his 16. He wins, right? No, 13 + 4 is 17. 16 + 1 is... Did we tie? We tied. His +1 and my +4. Yeah, great. All right, so we tied there. The vampire, seeing that the wolf is engaged, will fly and try to bite this guy. That is a +3 versus +4. Yellow is +3 fight. Yeah, +3 versus +5. And his 12 beats my 7. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 minus 12 is 4 points. He's down to 3 health. He is wounded. He is wounded. Okay. So he moved and he attacked. So he made himself vulnerable, but in a moment he's going to fly away. So I better do some damage here. So attacked. This one moves forward and attacks. He's got an ally, so he's +5 versus +2. 8 wins. 8 plus 5 is 13. 13, 3 points of damage. So he's got 5 health left. And then the wolf will come. They're the closest, so he's going to run up the gate to right there. And that is the end of the creature phase. We summon another ghoul and soldier phase. All right. Soldiers, which is basically just those 3, because everybody else group activated. So it evens out. So green is +4. No, green is +3. I'll have him attack a +3, +2. 3 and 5, nobody wins. The other one attacks, +3, +2. 15 beats a 12. 15 plus 3 is 18. Minus 10 is 8 damage, so that one is destroyed. All right, good. Soldier phase was these guys. They did not group activate on his turn. Did they? Yes, I moved him over. It's this one. This one will move here and shoot. Actually, is he engaged? He can't. Oh no, I can shoot the wolf. I'll shoot at the wolf. +2 versus +1. 18 versus 11 wins. 18 plus 2 is 20, which is more than enough to kill that wolf. Man, I'm just killing the wolves and ghouls. All right. That is the soldier phase. Yep, soldier phase. All right. It is now round 10, even round. And my wizard will go. The wizard will cast Enchant Weapon. Because yellow needs a magical weapon. So Enchant Weapon is 8. I rolled a 10. Yellow now has a magical weapon. It is magical, and he is +4. Magical. And blue was magical as well. All right. And so was light purple. All right. That was a success. Now yellow will attack the vampire. He is +4 versus the vampire's +4. If he hits, the vampire may turn to mist. I rolled a 4 to his 12, so he does not. His 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 minus 12 is 4 damage. He is dead. Oh, he is out. That was it for my man-at-arms. All right. Which frees up the archer, who is also not magical, but he's firing an arrow. He will fire +3 because he's glowing. So he is +5 versus +4. I rolled a 10 to his 11. 15 and 15 ties, so nothing happens. And this guy will attack the wolf. Plus blue is +4 versus +1. I rolled a 3 to his 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Not enough to get through his armor, but I can shove him back an inch. It is now the apprentice's turn. I hate to do it, but I'm going to cast Grenade, and one of my guys might get injured. Grenade is 12 to cast. I rolled a 2, so I missed. He takes a point of damage. He's down to 9, and he failed, so that failed. And my apprentice is done. So, would the vampire attack the thug or the wizard? Well, of course he would attack my wizard. I would. So he will rush in. The wizard is +2. Is it +2? +2 to the vampire's +4. I rolled a 13 to his 3. 15 will hit, but does he turn to mist on an 11 or higher? He does not. So 15 minus his armor of, what did I say, 12? Come on. 15 minus 12 is 3. 3 plus 2 is 5 damage. So he's got 11 health left. And since I won, I can shove him back an inch, which is what I want to do, because now it is the... Hold on, it was the enemy phase, wasn't it? He attacked, but I shoved him back. He attacked. The wolf is dead. The ghoul. The ghoul will attack +1 versus +2 versus +2. And 12 does beat my green. 12, actually green is +3. That's 11 to his 12. So he still does. 12 versus his armor of 12 does nothing. So they're still engaged. It is now the end of the creature phase. Another ghoul is summoned. It is an even number, so we roll to see if where a wolf appears. 5 is a reroll. 5 is a reroll. 2, which puts it up here. All right. Soldier phase, excuse me. The only soldiers I have are these and this one, and all of them. Actually, this one can move. If he moves, they're all going to have to move. So he will move here and shoot. +2, +3, +5 versus +4. I miss. This one right here will move up, and he's +5 versus my +5. 9 to 12, he misses as well. Come on. This one doesn't have to move. He can shoot. So he's just +5 versus +4. Natural 1, I fail. And the 2 soldiers up there, he will engage. And it is +3 versus +2. 11 to 10. 11 does not get through my armor of 12. The other one, 6 to 2. My 6 plus 3 is 9. It does allow me to shove him back an inch. And that is it for the soldier phase. Yep, that's it. All right, back to my wizard. It is now turn number 11. Wizard has to cast grenade. There's no other... I hate that... You know what? He'll group activate. So, first off, he will try to shoot him. +5 versus +4. 2 versus 18. Dodges it easy. This guy will step in. Plus light blue. He's +4. So he's +4 versus +4. My 3 versus his 16. Nothing. So my wizard decides I got to do this. I'm going to cast grenade, which is a 10. I rolled an 11. It is a +3 attack versus the... let's do it versus my guard first. +3 versus +4. 19 versus 22. +3 is 19. 18 plus 4 is 28. It does not hurt my guard. But the vampire, +3 versus +4. 9 versus 8. 12 and 12. Tied. And that was a successful spell. All right. So, no. By the way, he attacked, and did he win or did he lose? It tied. The damage wasn't done because it was under the 12 armor. All right, so he stays put. It is now the apprentice phase. The apprentice will cast grenade as well. I just got to keep wailing on this vampire. He needs a 12. I rolled a 7. I'll take a point of damage, but I will not cast it successfully. And that is the end of the apprentice phase. Enemy phase. The wolf will attack. Actually, the vampire attacks first. It's closest. So he is +4 4 versus my +4. I rolled a 10 to his 6. I win. 14 does do 2 points of damage, but does he change to mist? No, he doesn't. So he takes 2 more points. So he's got 7 damage. He's got 7 damage on him. Now the wolf steps forward, and he gets the bonus +2 for the ally. So he's at +3 versus my +4. 5 versus 7. He's got 11 to my 9. He does win, but it doesn't go through my armor of 12. And then this wolf will run 9 up. 6 and 3. So he's right over here. All right. It is an odd round. So the only thing that happens is a third ghoul is summoned. And no wolf this turn. How did 3 ghouls all of a sudden get up here? All right, let me think. That is the end of the creature phase, right? Soldier phase. Yep. All right, soldier phase. They moved on the... Oh, he can shoot. That's right. So all of them are in position to shoot at the vampire. Do I want to do that, or do I want to take care of these ghouls? I think the men-at-arms are okay. Let's have him... He's going to be shooting into combat. So there's a 50-50 shot. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. On a 1 to 3, I hit my own guy. On a 4 to 6, I'll hit the vampire. So I've got to try to avoid my guy. He's +2 to shoot versus +4. Blue is the archer. An 11 to 11, he totally misses. All right. This guy will shoot. 1 to 3, he hits my own guy. He doesn't. He's going to hit the vampire if I hit. He is plus... The vampire is glowing, so he's +5 versus the vampire's +4. +5 versus +4. And I miss, 10 to 4. And then finally, this guy will shoot. Same thing, +5 versus... Oh, he's got a +3, so he's a +6. +6 versus +4. And I rolled a 9 to his 1. 9 plus 6 is 15. That will do 3 points of damage, but does he dodge it? Actually, what is it? 11 or higher, sorry. 16. So he changes to miss, no damage, and he flees for cover. He can move up to 10.5 inches, so he's going to go way... He comes back here, and the 7 goes with him. And... Man. All right, so that was the soldier phase, but I still got 2 soldiers up there. So the first soldier will attack the nearest one, which is... Actually, hold on. Vampire went, soldier phase. Yeah, it's my soldier phase, that's right. So +2 versus, or +3 versus +2. 16 versus 9. 16 plus 3 is 19. 19 minus 10 is 9. That's enough to leave him with 1 point of health. This one will attack that one. Same thing. +3 versus +2. 18 plus 3 is 21. 21 minus 10 is 11. That's enough to kill this one. And that last one will move in a moment. Well, it'll move on its next creature phase because it gets summoned this turn. Soldier phase. All the archers went. The 2 guys went. That's it. All right. We are now to... turn number 12, even turn. All right. Oh man. Wizard. The wizard needs to regroup. The wizard, this guy got pushed away, so I will let the archer deal with him. I'll tell the archer, deal with him. +2 versus +1. 6 to 10 misses, and I'll tell him to get up on the pedestal, so he climbs down and moves over here. I'll tell him to engage the wolf. +4 versus +1. 16 versus 5. 16 plus 4 is 10. That's enough to kill the wolf. And he moved and he fought, so he's done. And then my wizard will move up here. And he will cast Enchant Weapon on... I need an 8. I rolled a 11. I'm going to cast that on Dark Purple. So he has a magic, and he is +3. So almost everybody's got a magical weapon so far. That's the end of the wizard. That was a success. Apprentice, get out of here. 6. And I'll have him cast Enchant Weapon. He needs a 10. He got a 15. I will cast that on my... Who's the other man-at-arms? No, who's the other archer? The gray. I'll cast it on the gray archer. +3. Magical. That's this one right here. And that is it for my apprentice phase. It is now the enemy phase. Enemy. The vampire can move 7.5. As the crow flies, that's not enough to get him here. But it is enough to get him there. And he's still in cover. Can't get him here. All right, so he's there. All right. The wolf runs up to my archer, which I did not want, but the archer is +1 to +1. 16 to his 6. 17 versus 10 is 7. So he turns around and kills that wolf right out. And this one will move forward to attack. So they each are attacking. The first one on the left, +3 versus +2. 19 versus 13. That's enough to kill this ghoul. And the other one is +3 versus +2. 16 versus 16. My 18 is enough to do 8 damage, so he's got 2 health left. And I will shove him back an inch. It's always good to shove back because then you give your archers a chance to shoot them without having to shoot into combat. That is it for the soldier phase. Actually, you know what I forgot to do? On the end of the enemy phase, another ghoul would have appeared here. And another wolf. I'm on a 12, so yeah. So where does a wolf appear? Oh, I'm supposed to roll a d6. Sorry. I'm out of d6s. Let me get another one. Hold on. Okay, let's see. 2, which is 1, 2, up here. Okay. And so on the soldier phase, he would not have engaged. He already killed one, so that's fine. My archers, however, I think they all shot in the last... They did. They shot... no, they didn't group activate because they were too far from the wizard, so they could shoot. But he already attacked, but he got attacked by him, so it's his turn. So he will shoot at that one. He is +2 to versus +2. 7 versus 14 loses or doesn't do anything. This one right here will shoot at that one. +3 versus +2. 2 versus 10, I lose, so nothing happens there. It is now turn 11, or 12, 13. 13, oh yeah, this guy. No, this guy already went. He activated on the wizard phase. All right, wizard. Wizard tells this archer, move over. He moves. He can see the vampire. And because he moved, the vampire gets +1. So the vampire is +5 to my +6 because he's got a glowy weapon and he's +3. And he's glowing and he's also got a magical weapon of +3. So +6 to his +5. My 11 beats his 8. 11 +6 is 17, which does a potential of 5 damage. But does he turn to mist? He does. Man. 10, he will flee. 10, 7, he wants to flee his full 7.5. He can double move, but he just needs to flee where he's in cover. If he moves over here, nope, he can't. Well, he's trying to kill. He wants to kill. He can move behind the wall. Yeah, he'll move behind the wall here. All right. So he's in cover. All right. So that was, unfortunately, he moved. He said group activate. He has not done anything yet. So he will... Can he see that wolf? No, he cannot. But he can see that... He can see that ghoul. So plus light green. No, he does not have a modifier. +2 versus +2. 11 to his 15, so he wins, or the ghoul wins. And my wizard will cast Wall I'm going to just cast wall. I need a 12, which is not good. Let's do enchant weapon. Enchant weapon an 8. I got a 17. I'm going to cast that on the green, the dark green archer. So now all my archers are magic weapon with +3, and that was a success. And that is the end of the wizard's turn. Apprentice. The apprentice will come up here, and he will cast... let's go for it. Let's try wall. Wall, he needs a 14. This is a long shot. I got a 5, so he misses by 11, which is 2 points of damage. He's down to 6 health. My apprentice is not looking good. All right, creature phase. This wolf will move up 6 and over 3, so he's about there. This one will engage. This one will engage. +3 versus +2. 13 versus 16. He wins. Ooh. 18. No, he's... oh, sorry. My green is +4. He rolled a 17 to his 18. Oh, he did win. 18 versus 12 is 6. 6 minus 12. He's got 6 health left. Ah. And then white one there is also +3 to +2. 16 does not beat 19. 19 plus 2 is 21. 21 versus white. 21 versus white is 9. He's down to 3. He's injured. Oh, he's wounded. Okay. That ain't good. And then the vampire. Well, the vampire will attack the nearest one. So he flies over. He's going to put him between him so they can't shoot at him. And he gets +4 versus blues +4. Oh, I won. 15 to 11. 15 plus 4 is 19, which does a potential of 7 damage. But does he change to mist? 11 or higher. He does. Man! So he flies. He flies right back to his hiding place. Let's see. The 2 ghouls attacked. The wolf moved. The vampire moved. It is the end of the creature phase. We're on turn number 12. So another ghoul appears. Man. And a wolf. Where? 1. Way down here. All right. And now it is the soldier phase. All right. I'm getting tired of this mess. The first ghoul will attack. The ghoul will attack the... he's engaged, so he has to. All right. So the first one attacks is +4 versus +4 versus +2. +4 versus 2. 7 beats about 7 versus 11. 7 plus 4 is 11. 1 point of damage. 1 measly point, but I can push him back. That's good. Which means the archer can now fire at him, which is that's Gray, who is +3 shoot. +3 versus +2. 9 does not beat its 18, so he misses. This ghoul steps forward. +2 versus +4. Ooh, 19, but I got a 22. That's more than enough to kill him. And this one is attacking white, and he is wounded, so he's, let's see, he can only do 1 action. So he's, it's +3 versus +2. 6 versus 10. 12 is his armor, so he takes no damage, my guy. And now it is the soldier phase. Wait a minute, it was the enemy phase, right? That wolf moved, but he didn't. He moved this turn? I can't remember. I think he did. Yeah, he did. I moved him. It's hard to say. I just did the enemy phase, so I didn't do the wolf. The wolf will move here and attack that archer. He is +1 versus the archer's +1. His 19 is enough to do 8 damage on Gray. 8. He's going 2 health left. And he's wounded. Ow. Okay, that's it for the enemy phase. Summon the wolf. It is now the soldier phase. Is that right? I just did soldier phase. Excuse me. Soldier phase. So now we're back to turn number 12. Wizard phase. Turn 12, wizard phase. Wizard. This is just getting ridiculous. I will cast grenade on that ghoul way back there. So I'm going to cast the point where it won't do any damage to the other guys. So I need to cast I need a 10. I rolled a 10. It is a +3 versus +2. 9 versus 12 does not do anything, but it was a successful spell. And I guess I'll have this archer. He will move here and shoot at that. That one gets a +1 because I moved, so it's +3 versus +3. All my archers are +3. +3 versus +3. 9 versus 2. 9 plus 3 is 12. 12. 12. Was that 1 point of damage, or was that only 1 health left? I honestly can't remember. Did I only do 1 point of damage on it? Or you know what? We'll do what's worse for me. I'll just say I do another point of damage to it. Is that right? Yeah, 12. So 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 minus its armor of 10 is 2, so it should be up to 3. There we go. All right. One of the dangers of playing solo is you got a lot of things to track and you sometimes forget things. All right, so the wizard did his thing, and then the apprentice just tried to do it, and he also ordered that guy. Now, the apprentice didn't do anything yet. The wizard ordered that guy to move up and shoot. So the wizard phase is done. It's now the apprentice phase. The apprentice will cast... I tried to cast grenade on him, and it was a success, and it missed. That's what it was. All right, no, it didn't. It did a couple points of damage. All right, now it's the enemy phase. All right, so the wolf will attack my guy. He's +1 to my +1, and we tied, no damage. All right, 5 and 5. The first ghoul will step up and attack. +4 versus +2. 19 is more than enough to kill that ghoul. And the other ghoul steps up, and he is +2 to my +3. 8 beats it 7. 8 plus 3 is 11. That does another point of damage to it. And I shove it back. And I think that is it. 6 and 3, which will put him right about there. Once again, he will run out trying to kill this one soldier, not realizing, well, maybe he is realizing that if he kills him, I'm going to have a target. He is +4, and blue is +4. I rolled a natural 1 to his 16. His 20 versus blue. Oh, man. 8. He is down. I've lost 2 of my men-at-arms. Ow. But the good news is that vampire is now wide open. All right, let's deal with the +1 wolf versus my +1 archer. I rolled a 12 to his 17. 18 versus my gray archer. Oh, he's got 2 health left, so he's gone. Man, this has been a very dangerous scenario. Okay, that is it for the... Oh no, sorry, got a ghoul. Ghoul steps forward. +2 to my +2. 5 and 5 is tied. Nothing there. Now it is the soldier phase. All right, soldier phase. This guy will help. He's going to help kill this guy. So he runs over. He gets +2. So he's +5 versus +2. 11 beats 2, so 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 minus his armor of 10 is 6 points. He's got 10 health, so he's got 1 health left. Man. All right, the other one will attack. Same thing. 2 plus 2 plus 2. He's plus 5 versus plus 2. And 14 beats 11. That is definitely enough to kill that one. Needed that. All right. Archer here will shoot at this guy. Archer is plus 3 versus plus 1. 10 versus 14 misses. This archer will shoot. Also, plus 3 versus plus 1. 6 and 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. Doesn't help. This archer will shoot. Actually, no. This archer is going to shoot at the vampire. It's plus 6 versus plus 4. I got a 13 to his 8. 13 plus 6 is 19. That does 7 damage. Is that right? 7 damage. 7. 7, but does he flee? 11 or higher. He does not. 7 damage plus 7 is 14. He has 2 health left. I'm going to mark it as red. He's got 2 health left. And I don't think I have any more archers. He shot, this one shot. That is it. That is the end of the phase. We place a new 12, 14, yeah. Where does the next wolf go? Down here. And we have another ghoul up here. The ghouls are placed unengaged, by the way. All right, so it is now the wizard's turn, and it is turn number 15. We got to finish this stupid wizard off. All right, I've got a wizard and a archer, all able to. Is he within 3? I doubt it. No, he's not. Well, he kind of is, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say it's just far enough away. Wizard will cast grenade. Needs a 10. I got a 1. He failed by 9. He takes a point of damage. Man, come on. What's wrong with this pen? All right, so he failed. And the archer will shoot. It's plus 6 versus plus 4. I got a 13 to his 3. 13 plus 6 is 19, which does another 7. This could kill him. But does he flee on an 11 or higher? 10, he does not flee. He turns to mist, and he flies back to his tomb. Now I got to get, the good news is I've got 3 rounds to do this, so we'll do a countdown. This is round number 3. Wizard phase is done. The apprentice phase. The apprentice is right here. I'm going to do a grenade on that wolf. I need a 12. I got a 13. That is a plus 3 versus plus 1. 19 versus 8. 22 is definitely enough to kill the wolf. No more wolves will be summoned. Actually, it says that after Nebris is reduced to 0 health, he turns to mist. But it also says, hold on. If he's destroyed, any remaining ghouls and wolves will continue to attack, but no new creatures. All right, so no new wolves will be called, no ghouls, but they'll continue to attack until I destroy him, which is setting fire to the crypt and locking the door. All right, apprentice phase, he went. It is now the creature phase. This one will move 9. This one will move 9. This one will turn and attack. That is a plus 3, plus 2, plus 5 versus plus 2. 9 beats its 4. 9 plus 5 is 14. 4 points of damage on that guy. And is that it for the enemy phase? That is it for the enemy phase. All right, soldier phase. Both the soldiers are engaged, so I guess I'm going to have to fight it. The first one is plus 5 to plus 2. I got a 12 to his 7. 12 plus 5 is 17. 7 points is more than enough to kill. That means my second soldier will move. Well, he only got one. This one will move, and for his first non-action, he throws a torch in. That was that. Second soldier, which is this one, actually I can't because he group acted. No, this one activated. This one did not. This one will move, and as his action, he will seal the door, and that is it for the vampire. I still got to deal with these 2 wolves or get off. So, it's not the soldier phase though, is it? Apprentice went, creatures went, now it's the soldier phase. This soldier will shoot at this wolf. +2 versus +1. 13 to 8. 14 versus armor 10 is 4 points. He's got 2 health left. And that is it for the soldier phase. Enemy phase, it's turn number 2. Or round number 2. So we don't have to worry about this. I just got to defeat the 2 enemies that are here and we are done. So it is now the wizard phase. Wizard will cast grenade. I need a 10. I rolled a 1. He takes a point of damage. And this bow will also shoot. He is +2 to +1. 19 to his 2. 19 plus 2 is 21. That is enough to kill that wolf. And I did kill another ghoul. And then it is apprentice phase. The apprentice cannot see this one. So he's going to flee. He'll go 4 and then, or 6 and then 3. He's running. He's heading out. Enemy phase, this one will move 9, puts him in target range. And now it's soldier phase, which means I'll have 2 different shots on him. First one, +2 versus +1. 12 plus 1 is 13. Does 3 points of damage to him. And then the other one up there will shoot. 8 versus 17 misses. That was the soldier. And these soldiers will go ahead and just run down. This one will run down. This one's shot, and then he'll move. And that's it for that. Wizard comes back to enemy phase. That was soldier phase. Now it's wizard phase. This is just sort of academic here. Grenade again. I need a 10. I did get it. +3 versus +1. 1 versus 1 auto. It succeeded, but it failed. The archer behind him will shoot. +2 to +1, or +3 to +1. 1 versus a natural 20 on the wolf, so he dodges. I'll go ahead and have this guy fire since he's within 3. +3 +1. 9 does not beat 16, so I lose that. This one will move 9, which I believe means he can get to my wizard. He double moved, but he doesn't get to attack. So soldier phase, my 2 soldiers will run up. Well, 1 will move. He gets the +2 with the ally of the wizard. +2, so he's +5 versus +1. 11 beats a 10. 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 is 6 damage. They only have 6 health, so he kills the last wolf, and that is the end of it. By the way, the lupin staff drops where you dropped him. So the lupin staff is out here, which is fine. So one of my guys will come out and pick it up. Does he get the treasure? You only get the treasure on a 15 or higher. I got a 9, so I don't get the treasure, but I did get the lupin staff. I did get to kill the vampire. I only lost, 3 of my... Well, I lost 1 archer and 2 marksmen, or 2 men-at-arms. So let's go ahead and roll for those. See what happens to them. They're all soldiers, so... It's on page 74. All right, let's go with the archer. I need a 9 or higher. I got a 20. He's safe. Man-at-arms. I got a 15. He is safe. This man-at-arms. 20. Man, I rolled good. All right, there you go. So, I got the staff. I got everybody away successfully. I'll have to add up my XP, which is probably crazy. I know I hit 300 because I hit like 10, 12 successful spells, 16 successful, 3, and I'm sure I missed some. I got 10, 5, 8, 11, failed. I killed a whole lot of creatures, like 5, 10, 15, 21 times 5. Yeah, there's 100 XP right there. So I'm sure I hit the maximum 300. The only thing I forgot to do is my library. I get to roll, at the end of a game, I roll a d20. On a 15 to 18, I find a scroll. On a 19 or 20, I get a grimoire. I rolled a 3, so I find nothing. All right, so there you go. That is Red Snow. As you can see, not all that easy, especially given that the vampire can change to mist form to avoid taking damage. If you don't have some archers, this one's going to be tough because you're going to have to fight him hand to hand, and he's already a +4 just to fight. But with that mist ability, those ranged attacks were really valuable. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I played another solo Frostgrave game. Again, if you want to get a copy of the scenario to play yourself, go down to the video description below and sign up for my newsletter and look for issue number 54. It should be the one that contains the link to download this scenario. All right, that's all I got. Until the next video, everybody, take care.